What's up, YouTube? This is SliferRedDuelist, and today we got another deck profile by Dayson over here. Mr. I top over here at Locals.
Top that Locals.
You want to give you a little story?
Nah, they ain't got to worry about that. But without further ado, let's get right into the deck profile.
What are you showing us, first of all?
We got True King Dino with a splash of Yang Zing. You know, pretty standard.
Non-budget friendly.
Yeah, non-budget friendly. But anyway, we got the main searcher of the deck. We got Overraptor here. I shouldn't really have to go into details. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. But you know, on summon he searches, and he could also pop a baby or pop a card and special out of the graveyard, and you know. But anyways, let's keep that going. We got the next most important card of the deck, Baby Sarasaurus. This is the nut. Destroyed by a card effect. You get a special summon. We got two Petita Pterodon.
Oh, you bumped it up to 2?
Yeah, you know, I got this bad boy right here at 2. You know, True Kings are the thing. You know what I mean? So I got to make sure I have something to pop at all times with my True Kings. So same thing as a baby. The only thing is the monster that comes out can't attack, and it has to be 4 or higher. So we got 3 Miscellaneousaurus. This is the dinosaur hand trap of the deck. Also, you know, you could banish him and other dinosaurs in the graveyard and special summon out a dinosaur with that level of the amount of cards banished. So this is also the nut. You know, you always want to have one of these in hand. You know, you could just send it, bring out a Aiello or whatever you want to do. So I'll just leave that there. You know what? Let me just get this nice little column going. You know, I'll mess up the order. It's all good. You got the boss monster right here, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. You already know this is the Book of Moon on crack. This is the nut ×4 right here. So yeah, you know what I mean? He can attack every monster on the field, you know, that your opponent controls. Also, yeah, he's a Book of Moon on crack.
Book of Eclipse.
Book of Eclipse. There you go. We got 1 Giant Rex. You know, this card gets banished from Miscellaneousaurus and gets special summoned. Really good card right here. Highly recommend it. A lot of builds are planted at 2. You know, I'd rather run 1 of him and 1 Tyranno Infinity. This card right here is the nut. You can get it anytime you want. You know, you can use Overraptor. You can banish it from Miscellaneousaurus. You know, you can get it out as whenever you want. And, you know, this deck here tends to remove a lot of dinosaurs from play real quick, you know. So I highly recommend this card. You know, getting this up to 8, 12, 14,000 is no problem. So definitely, if people are telling you not to run this, you definitely want to say, fuck that. We got to run this shit. All right. We got the DT Aiello. You know, bad boy right here. I only run it at 1. You know, it's cloggly. Oh, shit, my bad. It's cloggy. You do not want to see this card in your hand, but you definitely want to make a Trish or Danglong or anything with this card here. This will definitely do that for you.
Make them plays.
And then, you know, Dogeron. Sorry, it ain't super. Will be super soon. But, you know, this is just pretty much get you out of them sticky situations. Search it off of Overraptor. You know, Kaiju, random Dryden or something on field. You know. Oh shit!
Hey, I gotta mention the Tyranno Infinity. When you gonna get that Duelist League, man?
You know what I mean? Let's not. I don't feel comfortable answering that question. But let's not worry about that. Okay. And then we're gonna start into the True King engine here. Guys, I sincerely apologize, but I do not know how to pronounce the names. But I'm gonna just go by attribute. This is the Earth True King here, and this is exactly how I'm doing in tournaments. Whatever. This is the Earth True King. So pretty much, you know, you discard. You destroy 2 Earths in your hand, or 1 Earth at least. You can special summon him out to the field. And if you do the 2 Earths, you can definitely banish 3 cards out of your opponent's extra deck, so you can get a good idea of what they're playing. And hopefully you select the best selections, you know, as possible. Then we played 2 of the fire. Oh, and my bad. Let's rewind it back. So also, when he's destroyed by a card effect, you can special a worm from the graveyard. So that's Yang Zing's, another True King, or whatever you got to special summon. So overlay with him wisely. You got the 2 fires. Pretty much same thing when he's destroyed. You could definitely add a True King from the graveyard back to your hand. Also, you know, if you have the 2 fires, you can banish 1 from the field. Or if you have 1 fire, you can definitely just spend it, special summon it and get those XC plays going. So that's pretty self-explanatory. We got the 1 water. Pretty much when he's destroyed by card effect, you can banish 2 spell or traps on the field. Kind of like a Cosmic Cyclone times 2. You know, he's really used for that diagram target to special summon a True King or a Worm out of the deck. Okay, so now we going into the Yang Zing package. We got the Chewin, the Swanee, and the Bean. So pretty much a quick summary of these. You know, obviously they all special summon each other once destroyed or sent to the graveyard. This one right here, this is the one that you gain 500 attack if it's synchro summoned using him as a material. You know, he what is this? Don't even fucking know. Okay. Can't be destroyed by battle. He's just, you know, if any of these get popped, you can special summon this back out of the graveyard and banish it when it leaves the field. So these are really good, and when they're in the graveyard, you can also, they go well with the True Kings as well. So, you know, you can special summon one of these back from the graveyard, or whatever you tend to do. So, you know, they're worms as well. So, you know, that's mutual with the True Kings. Last but not least on the monster lineup, we got the double Ash Blossom. Mainly using this when cards are added to the hand. You can discard that real quick. This is very self-explanatory. I'm sure all you guys know what that does. You know, Ghost Ogre, Ash Blossom, pretty much all the same thing. I prefer this only because it's a fire and it goes well with the True King, the Fire True King. So instead of having the light, which doesn't really have synergy with the deck, not saying it's a bad card because it's a rather good card, but I prefer to just have something that has more synergy with the deck, and you know, I can go off if no need for this card. We got the spell lineup, triple diagram. As you guys all know what this does, you know, I can discard a card and grab a True King, preferably like a baby or you know, something like that, a miscellaneousaurus. You know, we want to discard so these effects can go off and you can get your plays ready. You know, and you add a True King to hand. So, you know, this is pretty much the spell nut of the deck. You know, you always want to see one of these. Or, you know, you want to see one of these, which is Terraforming to search for the field spell. You know, I gotta have them super.
Yeah, the supers.
Yeah, you know, I know the ultimate's coming out, or it's out OTS5, but you know, we're definitely looking for those. So, yeah. Then you know, we got the Fossil Dig here. You know, main searcher, level 6 or lower, or I'm sorry, level 6 or higher, or yeah, lower. Level 6 or lower dinosaur. You know, so pretty much this is your Oviraptor, your Miscellaneousaurus, your babies if you have True Kings in hand. Pretty much this is pretty much any card that it's a dinosaur in the deck other than the boss monster. So, you know, you always want to see one of these as well. We play the double evolution pill. So pretty much this is the nut, but pretty much you only need to run one of this card. 2 can get very cloggy, especially if you draw this first turn. You definitely want to, I would hold off on this. You know, you don't want to banish 2 cards in your hand and get, what can you get? They can interrupt this play and then you're left with, 2 cards in hand. So, you know, don't do that. But, pretty much, you banish a non-dinosaur and a dinosaur monster, and you can special out a ultimate conductor. And yeah, that's that. Typically use one of those Yang Zings, or that's why I use the Yang Zing build, just for more targets for this card. I don't want to target the True Kings because they special summon each other out of the grave, and those effects are really nasty. We want to keep those moving. We got the one soul charge. That's the board booster, what I call it. Summon out however many monsters out. This is link format. I don't run any links, but definitely that soul charge is, you never know. You never know. But, pretty much bring back the True Kings, whatever you want to do with that. Synchros, you name it. We got the Dark Hole. Board wipes are always good. I'm only running one. I really just want combo pieces in my hand, and I really just want to have this deck as consistent and as fast as possible. But having 2 Dark Holes or a Raigeki Dark Hole, I don't see a problem with it. But like I said, usually I like to, with the dinosaurs, you want to go first. And you definitely don't want to have a Dark Hole in your hand first turn. You just want to have those combo pieces so that you can do some damage. Last but not least, the one trap card. We got the Heavy Storm Duster. Highlight of the deck today.
Saved you.
Saved me popping those Sanctums, and then chaining with that your bad boy here. Calling out lights, interrupted all kinds of shit. So this right here, hey, with popping strikes, popping all types of stuff. Use this on your opponent's turn. It's pretty much it's a
Twin Twister.
Twin Twister with no discard. As long as you use it on your opponent's turn, you definitely, no cost to you. So more power to you for using this on your opponent's turn. If you have to use it on your turn, sucks for you. But hey, you do not get a battle phase, buddy. All right, so don't.
Cowboy for game.
Yes, sir. Now going into the extra deck, there's really no order to it. I pretty much just put it in the importance of what I use, what I grab first for my main combo pieces. So as we all know, I run the double calamities, double of that. Man, this is the nuts with this format. Declaring whatever attribute your opponent can activate effects. They can't attack, and everything becomes that attribute. So you pretty much get a free turn. If it gets popped, the effect still goes off. So definitely a main priority card that you want to try to get into. Especially if you're playing more of the defensive end. We got the Phantom Fortress. I use this card a lot in combination with the Trish. First turn, you can banish 2 cards out of your opponent's hand. This is the nut. Put them at a -2 advantage. I highly recommend that. So, you sink 9. You use the 9, you use a True King, go into Phantom Fortress. If not, Calamities, whatever, whoever you're playing against. If you're playing a deck with many attributes, you might want to play more aggressive. So you can banish 2 cards out of the hand. You can banish the top card of the deck. You can banish out of the graveyard, banish off the field. He's versatile, so, hey, he's really good. Very underrated card. I was watching a few True King Dino decks today, and nobody was really running the Phantom Fortress, and that's, so unfortunate. But, I'm definitely taking advantage of this card. It's helped me win a lot of duels.
Gonna hype it and make it a $10 rare?
Hey, hey, I recommend if you can make rank 9s, any deck, this is really good in this format. Banishing a link or banishing whatever, one from the hand, putting them at a disadvantage, field, whatever, So you definitely, hey, real good. And then Trish, everybody knows what Trish does. Come on now. Banishing the card from the hand, graveyard, field, nut. Nut. We got the Dopa. I honestly prefer the Dopa. The Lagias are really good as well. Solemn Judgment. The Dopa, it stops monster effects, and you can use this up to twice per turn. So, it doesn't specify. So you can definitely detach 2 to stop 2 monster effects on either player's turn. So you definitely want to put that in consideration. Laggy is just a one-time solemn judgment. Really good, both of them. But I definitely may consider dropping this to 1 and putting this back at 2. So it's just in the air right now. It doesn't really. It's not a main focus or anything. But Dopa twice per turn. And hey, the only thing Laggy can stop anything. So whatever you guys decide. But Doka's twice per turn. We got the Cloud Castle.
Hell yeah, right here.
Running this. This is an underrated card right here. Special summon a quick True King out of the grave. Trish, whatever you want to get out. Level 9. This is the nut right here. And quick overlay. One card overlay. So, underrated. I don't see no True King Dinos running this. Don't see no deck running this. You definitely want to pick you up a copy before it skyrockets. We got obviously the Dang Long. This is also a play opener. Discarding the True King. I don't really run the Trap or any of the Yang Zing spell cards. You can definitely run that at 1 or whatever you decide to do, because you can definitely add that to hand. But since I use this as a synchro play, usually it never leaves the field. So, well, it leaves the field, but it doesn't get the effect because it's floating. So can't really get a Yang Zing off of a synchro play. So you just kind of have a trap or a spell, whatever. If it's early game, you got that Yang Zing path, or you really got a play that's not there. So like I said, I want to go. I want to go as fast as possible with this deck. So that definitely wouldn't be a card I would consider. But yeah, and then getting that True King to the grave and changing its level and then going off from there. We got the Black Rose. Like I said, since I only run 1 Dark Hole, this is another board clear. Getting those babies on board, or pretty much making sure you have a baby on board, because after the effect resolves, they're destroyed by card effects, so you get those effects as well. Setting up your grave is key to this card. Having a miscellaneous source in the graveyard, banishing your 4, getting that underrated card I told you guys about that no Dino deck is running. Your boy Infinity there. Your board clear Infinity for game. Fuck with me. We got the Chambara. Pretty much he's just used double attack, 21. Unless somehow his effects get negated, but he's pretty decent, pretty good. Still a decent price right now. So yeah, that's he can attack twice, so that's pretty good there. We got the Nature Beast. This card is a nut right here. With Calamities, you can make all your cards Earths or whatever you decide to do, synchro play, and start fucking up them spells, boy. And then we still got 3 more to go, but we got the Tornado Dragon. Like I said, you don't want to lose to back rows, so you definitely want to have options to clear those back row threats. So this would do the trick. You can, and it's also a worm, so you can get it back on field with a True King, or do whatever you decide. It won't have any materials, but it's just a 2,000 defense if you don't have any other better targets in the graveyard. So yeah, it's pretty good. This is replacing my Cosmic Cyclones, my Twin Twisters, all that. Pretty much discard, Black Rose, stuff like that. We don't want to run those cards in the deck. We want to make sure the deck is as consistent as fast as possible. We don't want to have any of those cards that if I'm trying to top deck and I top deck a Twin Twister or top deck Cosmic Cyclone, that won't be not good. That's not what we're looking for. So you definitely want to have options like this to get around those, so you don't have to run those type of things in your deck. You got Abyss Dweller, nut, no graveyard effects, pretty self-explanatory. So, you gotta run that in any deck that you can make rank 4s. This will definitely be an option in the deck. Water monsters gain 400, 500 point boost, something like that. 500 point boost, so you know, not too bad there. And then obviously, last but not least, we got the Herald. This is specifically ran with the gang Zings, or you know, the 3 and the Chewing, or you know, we could also make it with the LO and the BN. So you know, you don't really see this often, but this is definitely another card that can stop those plays. You know, interrupt those plays from your opponent. So you know, not too bad if you can actually go into this, fuck up some of them plays.
Alrighty, guys. Do you have anything else to say, bro?
True King Dino, that's where it's at, man. we coming up, we moving. Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. This will be SliferRedDuelist signing out. Please like and subscribe. We always have content coming every week, at least 2 or 3 videos. Thank you again.